Hi guys! So today I am going to be doing another Christmas book tag. This time it is the Grinch Stole My Book tag. I love the Grinch movie. I actually did not as a kid. When I was little, it scared me because the Grinch was scary as a kid. Now I really like it though. I really appreciate it. We actually, my husband and I bought last year. The baby was very, very baby at Christmas, less than a year old. Um, but we bought him the Grinch for one of his. We just gave him a couple Christmas presents because he was just barely born. But that was one of the ones we got him, and the book, The Grinch. So I'm looking forward to reading that with him when he's bigger. But anyway, let's get going on these questions. I'm also still sick, so if I sound weird, that would be why. And I've never filmed in this room before. This is actually I'm at my in-laws, so I've never filmed here before. So if I'm weirdly echoey, I'm not. Yeah, basically just yeah. I've never filmed here, so no experience with the acoustics or audio or anything, but I wanted to get the tree in here behind me, so. First prompt is, trim up the tree with Christmas stuff like Bingle balls and WhoFoo fluff. A book that you just get excited to talk about every chance you get. Yeah, it's Narnia. You all know, right? Yes, I'm very excited to talk about Narnia every chance I get. I love Narnia. It is my favorite book series of all time. Alright, next one is, must find some way to stop Christmas from coming. It feels like our favorite authors don't want us to give us their new books immediately, right? So they're stopping our Christmas from coming. What new release can you not wait for? Okay, so for this one, my answer is going to be Every Hour Until Then. I think is it. Book 5 of the Timeless series. Have I read book 4 yet? No. But am I still really looking forward to book 5? Yes. And this cover just... every cover in this series, guys, has just been perfect. Like, I love all of these covers. And this one is no exception. I love this cover. So yeah, this is my answer for this one, even though I haven't read book 4 yet. All of the new releases for 2025 seem like I haven't read the next book in the series, so it was kind of hard to go with that, because it's like, well, can I say I'm fully looking forward to it if I haven't read book 1, but for the previous book? But for this one, I was just like, you know what, no, I'm just going to go with this. I think it's pretty much the most common answer that everybody has anyway, because everyone loves this series on BookTube. Almost everyone, I guess. Not everybody does, but most people on BookTube do. Prompt number 3 is All I Need is a Reindeer, a book that has an animal in the story. For that, we're going with Ilyon Chronicles, because there are multiple animals in the stories, but there's a wolf. I forgot about Tyra when I put this for the answer. But also there's dragons, and dragons. Dragons are cool. I don't know if there's a scenario in which dragons are not cool, so yeah. We're going with Ilyon for this one. 4 is, the noise, a book that you keep hearing about but haven't read yet. For this one I'm going with, well, I could go with Across the Ages, because everyone is talking about it right now. I just haven't got my hands on it yet, but I'm actually going to go with Of Love and Treason by Jamie Ogle. I want this. I want to read it. I just haven't gotten my hands on it yet. Libby doesn't have it, at least not my library, through my library, and my library did not have it physically. I'm actually about to go to a new library, so we'll see if they have it. I kind of doubt it, but they might. We'll check. But yeah, I really want to read this one. It's the one about St. Valentine, and yeah, just very interested in this book. Prompt number 5, and they'd feast, and they'd feast, and they'd feast. An author that you just can't get enough of. And for this I was thinking I need to go with an author that I have read multiple books by, whom I really, I've enjoyed more than one book, in more than one series preferably. I could have gone with Lewis or Tolkien. Those are obviously 2 very easy answers. But I decided I would instead go with Chuck Black, because I have read his Kingdom series, and now I have read the Wars of the Realm series, which I read those really recently, and I love both of those series. Wars of the Realm was incredible, and loved that series. So now I need to read Starlord Legacy. I have book 1, I just need to get down to it on my TBR. Which probably, again, that's not going to be happening until after Christmas, obviously, because Christmas books. But yes, I really need to read more of his books. And currently, I just can't get enough of it, of what he's written. It's really great. Alright, next is Leaving Crumbs Much Too Small for the Other Who's Mouses, a book that was much too short because you wanted more. This one was kind of hard for me, but I'm going to go with Roverandom by Tolkien, because it was pretty short. And I could definitely see Roverandom, the dog, going on a bunch of other adventures. So, yeah, Roverandom. Because this one is about Tolkien's sons went out one day when they were at the seashore. They lost a stuffed dog. And so Tolkien decided to make them feel better by telling a story about what this stuffed dog was doing now that he was lost. And it's super cute. It was super precious. Really loved it. I could totally see Wolverine going on a bunch of other adventures. There's a light on this tree that won't light. A book you thought was going to be great, but didn't quite work for you. All right, unpopular opinion alert. I don't think I'm the only one, but I know most people like this series. Submerged by Danny Petrie. I gave this book 2 stars. Everything, the suspense, characters, all plot, like all of those elements would have been 3 stars. But there were too many inappropriate references made to her past that I just couldn't give it more than 2 stars. It was decently enjoyable other than that, but there was just some terms used that as a Christian I don't think we should be using multiple times in this book. And so I was like, no. So, yeah. I know everyone loves that book. I'm the outlier. Again, I think there's other people, but yeah. So that's made me very hesitant to pick up any other of Danny Petrie's books. If you've read others of her books, let me know if that is in other books or if it was like, this is a weird one-off. Because I know I also tried Irene Hannon in 2 of her books, and they both use a word that I don't like, again, in the terms of inappropriate relations between men and women. It wasn't the worst thing, like it wasn't like obviously an open door scene or anything, but it was just, I don't like that word, and I think it's inappropriate for Christians to be using, probably. And it just made me very uncomfortable. And it was in both of the books that I tried by her, and so I'm like, I think I'm done trying Irene Hannon, because I have now DNF'd 2 of her books for the use of the same word that I have never seen in a Christian book otherwise. I don't understand. Why do we put these? Can we not? Christian writers, can we not put those words in our books, please? Can we not, please? Thank you. That'd be great. It Came Without Ribbons. A book that doesn't have a pretty cover, but what is on the inside really mattered, and you loved it. For this, my answer is The Space Trilogy by C.S. Lewis. My copies are kind of ugly. That was the best I could come up with. I don't know if there are a lot of books that I'm like, I hate this cover. But these covers aren't great, so I'll go with these. A lot of times what I'll do is I'll buy a cheap, like for classics, I'll buy a cheap copy from like the used bookstore. And then if I like it, I'll be on the lookout for a more expensive copy that's nicer. But even then, like, usually the one I buy doesn't have a hideous cover. So, yeah, but these covers are not the best, so. Finally, a book that made your heart go 3 sizes. A heartwarming book or a book that you fell head over heels for. So I have a few answers for this one. 2 of them are childhood, well, one of them is childhood nostalgia, and that's the American Girl books. I have been rereading these with my friend Shannon over at Old American Spirit. They're rereads for me. I'm not sure how many of them are rereads for her. But, I love these books. They are so precious and sweet, and just, yeah, I am impressed by how much depth is sometimes in these books. And yeah, I love the American Girl books. So and they're very heartwarming, like the sweet relationships between the families especially. Next I have Winnie the Pooh, because Winnie the Pooh. Do I need to explain more? I don't think I do. I think we all know. Winnie the Pooh. Again, as I have said before, if you do not like Winnie the Pooh, I do not know if I trust you as a person. And then a book you fell head over heels for, I have one that I just read yesterday. I read it in its entirety in one day, and that is A Lady's Guide to Marvels and Misadventures, because this was such a fun book. It doesn't have as many Christmas vibes as I was hoping with it being a Nutcracker retelling, but there were some Christmas vibes at the end. But the steampunk vibes were so cool, and just the romance was sweet, and the lesson, I loved it. So that is my answer for that. So my answers to the Grinch Stole My Book tag. I'm not going to tag anybody just because it is so close to Christmas. I'm filming this on the 18th, and it should go live on the 20th, I think? Friday. Yeah, that'll be the 20th. So yeah, that's really close to Christmas. Not going to tag anyone to do this. But if you still need a video idea between now and Christmas, then feel free to do this tag. I don't know who created this. Maybe I should have figured that out. And I wasn't tagged by anybody. Did Katie at Paperbacks and Ponytails make this? I want to say Katie made this. Yeah, so this was created by Katie over at Paperbacks and Ponytails a couple of years ago, and I had seen this, and I was like, oh, I'll save that for Christmas time. So, thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below, and let me know a heartwarming book or a book that you fell head over heels for. And I hope y'all have, this should be my last video before Christmas, so I hope y'all have a Merry Christmas. And I will make sure that you, of course, remember to take time and celebrate the real reason for the season, and that is the birth of our Lord and Savior, Jesus. And I will see y'all next time. Bye.